for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Fields now to throw.
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd.
On 4th down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A huge play there for the Jets. 42 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Hall.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Fields. Slant pass. He's got Reynolds.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield.
Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he'll get this to the 32. You talk about this Jets defense.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From the gun, it's Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen now looks to throw.
Open man is Palmer. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Now Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 9.
In motion comes the tight end left. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Here's a diving catch right side. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you. But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
2nd down and 6 now.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete.
And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Allen going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. And lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
2nd and 10.
Allen. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
No score after one on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Jets force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he's out right at the 25.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
They'll roll him out right.
Wilson's got it on the crossing route.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs and here a loss of yardage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Now he's free at the 35.
And all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 35. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. Got the screen out there.
Breece Hall,
his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That pass complete to Moore.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To the air, Allen.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Allen to throw once more. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down. Here's Allen. And complete right side to Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Moore, the man in motion. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. On play action, Allen. Complete on the comeback route, that's Shakir. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. To throw, it's Allen. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Straight ahead is Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A shotgun snap, Fields. He completes it to Wilson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line.
To throw is Fields. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Fields. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. To the air again, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Fields. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. So after the INT, it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now Allen again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Here's Allen to throw it. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And again, it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Allen.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll try the middle with Cook.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now Allen.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Cook running right. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
More the man in motion. They'll run with Cook. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Allen going to throw.
Shakir hauls it in.
It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
To the air, Allen. Completes to Shakir once again.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He'll buy some time right.
Open man downfield is Reynolds.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They send him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Allen now looks to throw.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7.
From the gun, it's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Allen.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Allen.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Allen to throw once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Elijah Moore.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bills have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Again, Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They snap it to Fields.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cook up the gut. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
2nd down and 3.
They pitch it out to Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Allen and Knox teaming up there for a Buffalo 1st down.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass.
This to make it a 2-score game.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
From the gun, here's Fields. Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you could use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to work.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Here comes second down. All eyes on Fields.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Now Fields. That is caught.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Fields.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hall.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now second down and a few inches. Back to throw, Fields.
That's into the hands of Reynolds.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Throwing again is Fields.
Dancing to his left. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. There wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Third down and 13.
Allen to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they